You're scrolling through your Facebook feed, catching up with friends, maybe checking out a few business pages. You've got a strong, unique password. Two-factor authentication is enabled. You think, it's 2025, Facebook must be a fortress by now, right? But the reality is, the landscape of cyber threats has evolved. Hackers are more cunning and technologically advanced than ever before. They're still successfully breaking into accounts. They're aiming to steal your personal data. It's a constant cat and mouse game. That's why I'm making this video. Today, I'm going to expose 10 real, cutting-edge hacking methods. My goal isn't to scare you, but to arm you with knowledge. All right, let's kick things off with a classic that's received a terrifying upgrade. Phishing Pages 2.0. Now, I know what you're thinking. Phishing? That's old news. I can spot a fake login page a mile away. And maybe a few years ago, you'd be right. Those old clunky fake pages with misspelled URLs and dodgy graphics were relatively easy to identify. But in 2025, the game has completely changed. We're not talking about amateur hour anymore. We're dealing with phishing attacks so sophisticated they can fool even the most vigilant users. The first major evolution is the use of AI-generated pages. Hackers are now leveraging artificial intelligence to create pixel-perfect replicas of the Facebook login page, or any other page they want to mimic, in mere seconds. These AI tools can analyze the genuine Facebook interface, replicate its design elements, its CSS, its JavaScript functionalities, and even its dynamic content. The result is a fake page that is virtually indistinguishable from the real deal, right down to the tiniest detail. Think about it. No more slightly off-brand colors or awkward text placement. These pages look, feel, and behave exactly like the legitimate Facebook. Next up, let's talk about a method that's incredibly stealthy and bypasses traditional login security measures. Token hijacking via malicious browser extensions. We all use browser extensions, right? They promise to enhance our browsing experience, offer free tools, cool themes, productivity hacks, or even ad blocking capabilities. Many are legitimate and incredibly useful. However, there's a dark side to this convenience, and hackers in 2025 are exploiting it ruthlessly. Here's how it works. You come across an extension that seems appealing. Maybe it promises to download Facebook videos, customize your Facebook theme, or offer some other enticing feature. You install it, grant it the permissions it requests, which often seem innocuous enough or are buried in fine print, and it appears to work as advertised. But hidden within the code of that extension is a malicious script designed to specifically target your Facebook session and steal your access token. What's an access token, you ask? Think of it like a temporary key that Facebook gives your browser after you've successfully logged in. This token allows your browser to make authenticated requests to Facebook's servers without you having to re-enter your password for every single action, like loading your newsfeed, liking a post, or sending a message. It's what keeps you logged in. These tokens are powerful, and if a hacker gets their hands on yours, they can effectively impersonate you. Picture this. You're at your favorite cafe, enjoying a coffee, and you decide to quickly check your Facebook on your laptop or phone using their free public Wi-Fi. It seems harmless enough, a common convenience many of us take for granted. But in 2025, connecting to public Wi-Fi without proper precautions can be like leaving your front door wide open. Hackers can intercept and hijack your session, gaining access to your accounts. Unsecured networks are a playground for opportunistic hackers. Facebook clones and identity theft, the reputation assassins. Now let's shift gears to a method that doesn't necessarily involve hacking your actual Facebook login credentials, but can be just as devastating, if not more so, to your personal and professional life. Facebook clones and identity theft. This is a particularly insidious tactic because it attacks your reputation and exploits the trust you've built with your network of friends, family, and colleagues. In 2025, the sophistication of these clone accounts is reaching new heights, making them harder to detect and more damaging. The premise is straightforward but chillingly effective. A scammer, or someone with malicious intent, meticulously creates an almost exact replica of your Facebook profile. They'll copy your profile picture, your cover photo, your publicly available personal information like your workplace, school, and location. They might even go through your public posts and photos to make the clone account look as authentic and active as possible. The goal is to create a doppelganger profile that, at first glance, is indistinguishable from your real one. Once the clone profile is set up, the attacker begins sending friend requests to your actual friends list. Many people, seeing a familiar face and name, might accept the request without a second thought, assuming you created a new profile or accidentally unfriended them. This is where the real damage begins. Keylogger attacks, Android PC, your keystrokes, their treasure. Keyloggers silently record every keystroke on your Android or Windows PC. Every username, password, and private message is captured and sent to an attacker. Keyloggers can be delivered through various infection vectors. You might download an infected application from a third-party app store, click on a compromised link, or unknowingly install software bundled with a keylogger. SIM swapping, your phone number, their access key. SIM swapping targets SMS-based two-factor authentication. It's a form of social engineering. Attackers gather personal information and contact your mobile provider. They impersonate you to activate a new SIM card. If successful, your SIM card loses service. All calls and texts, including 2FA codes, go to the attacker. They can then reset your Facebook password. Recovery exploit via trusted contacts. Friends as unwitting accomplices. Facebook offers a feature designed to help you regain access to your account if you ever forget your password or get locked out. Trusted contacts. You can select a few friends who can help you recover your account by providing them with special security codes. While this feature is well-intentioned, in 2025, hackers are finding ways to exploit it, turning your friends into unwitting accomplices in your account takeover. This method relies heavily on social engineering and prior information gathering. Here's the scenario. First, the hacker needs to know who your trusted contacts are. This information might be gleaned if your friends list is public, or if they've already compromised one of your friends' accounts and can see this information. Sometimes, they might even fish this information out of you or one of your friends. Once they have identified your trusted contacts, the attack begins. The hacker initiates the Facebook account recovery process for your account, pretending to be you. When they reach the stage that involves trusted contacts, Facebook will prompt you, the hacker, to identify these friends. If the hacker has done their homework, they can provide the names. We've all seen those convenient login with Facebook buttons on various websites and apps. This system, known as OAuth, uses your Facebook credentials. In 2025, hackers exploit poorly coded third-party apps to access your Facebook data. When you click that button, you're presented with a permission screen. This screen details what information the app wants to access. Many users quickly click Allow without reviewing permissions. This is where the trouble can start. This next method is straight out of a science fiction movie, but I assure you, it's a very real and emerging threat in 2025 deepfake voice social engineering. AI-powered voice cloning technology has become sophisticated and accessible enough for attackers to use it to impersonate you or someone you trust, using voice alone. Imagine this. One of your close friends or family members receives a phone call. The voice on the other end sounds exactly like you. Same tone, same cadence, same speech patterns. Attackers can use AI voice cloning software, which requires only a short sample of your voice to create a convincing deepfake. Let's address a significant threat for businesses and content creators. Facebook business page takeovers. Hackers are increasingly targeting Facebook business pages, ad accounts, and Meta business suites. They run malicious ad campaigns, steal data, or destroy a brand's online presence. Common tactics include phishing emails disguised as official Meta communications. These emails instruct admins to click a link to resolve an issue. The link leads to a phishing page to harvest login credentials or download malware. So, there you have it. 10 of the latest and most concerning methods hackers are using to target Facebook accounts in 2025. As you can see, the threats are constantly evolving, becoming more sophisticated and often preying on human psychology as much as technological vulnerabilities. But knowledge is power, and understanding these tactics is your first line of defense. Now let's talk about concrete steps you can take to significantly bolster your Facebook security and stay safe in this challenging digital landscape. First and foremost, if you're not already using it, upgrade your two-factor authentication to a hardware-based solution like a UBK. This is far more secure than SMS or even app-based two-factor authentication. Secondly, Develop an almost allergic reaction to suspicious Facebook recovery links or any unsolicited messages asking for codes or personal information. Never click them, never share them. Be incredibly discerning about the browser extensions and third-party apps you install. Vet them carefully and grant only necessary permissions. When using public Wi-Fi, always use a trusted VPN to encrypt your connection. And finally, make it a habit to regularly monitor your Facebook login alerts and active session activity for anything unusual. Remember, Facebook hacking in 2025 has moved far beyond simple brute force attacks.